We still have that new moon energy, that opportunity to gaze inwards, put up. Listen, also, I have my Bhakti Fest shirt on. It's in mid-September. The tickets are 20% off right now, and you're more than you should definitely come up. It's in Joshua Tree. It's the funnest thing, and a million different kinds of yoga and breath work, excellent food, and the music is outrageous. So take a dive in there, see what you can do about it. You can even commute up and down. You know, it's not that bad as long as you're young enough to drive at night. That was a joke.
Kristen?
Huh?
Online, just Bhakti Fest?
Yeah, go BhaktiFest. And then Marnie set it up on our thing. And if you use my name, you get 10% off. But right now they're doing 20% off. Go on Instagram. You can find the thing. If you want, I'll send it to you. Good. Let's go easy. Roll your spine. Let the elbows stay. Go a little bit lower, Andrew, so you don't aggravate your shoulder right off the bat. Just thrust your pelvis back and your chest forward and roll. Really feel it in that upper back. Try and feel the wing bones squeezing together. Oh, your arms must be tired from a mile of swimming in the lake. Legs, arms.
Yeah, well, it keeps you in shape.
Yeah, well, you're in a good shape. I'd love to be swimming in the lake or the ocean. Shoot. Keep your heads up, girls. Marty and Andrew. Couple more. Breathe strong. One more. Fingers out to the ground. Sit up straight. Stack the vertebra. Inhale overhead and exhale. Breathe in. Three more. Hold your arms up overhead, gaze up. And easy, humbly slide on down the heart line. Nestle the thumbs at the breastplate. Lengthen the neck. Stack your bones. Soften your gaze. And invite yourself to cultivate an intimate relationship with your breath. Invite yourself to be your breath and breathe your breath and follow your breath to your yoga, the yoga. Invite yourself to take a moment for self in the midst of summer here. Invite yourself to find a few priorities. Certainly be grateful that you find that energy and the time to focus in on a yoga, to take care of yourself, to find your center, to find your balance, to find your strength, to befriend yourself so that you participate in your healing. And you really remember to go outside at night and see the sky. No matter how hot it is here, it is gorgeous. Stretch the arms. The Big Dipper's there. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Can you see the Big Dipper legs?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. It's nice and clear. Go off to your right side, left elbow over your ear. Lift your chin off of your notch of your collarbone. Stretch out the waist. Feel that rebounding. Good, and then easy up into happy cactus. Spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. Start to find a range of motion Back into the center. Easy. Arms out, up and overhead. Breathe in. And exhale off to the left side. Keep the face so it's facing forward so that you have a clear airway. Good. Lift your chin just a little bit, Andrew. Marnie, lift your chin just a little. Breathing. And easy. Back up and happy cactus. Spin side to side. Spin, 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 and back into the center. Sweep the arms out, up and overhead. Slide on down the heart line. Nestle the thumbs at the breastplate. Softly, for a moment, scan the body. Notice the beating of your heart, the quality of your breath, the softness of your throat. That unfurrowed brow as you are clear with the clear palette, the new moon, that opportunity for witnessing, for creating, for dreaming. Slide your hands on down and shift your feet. Is it okay?
Yep.
Pull the buns back. Good. Easy. Arms up and overhead. Gaze up. Open again. Wind around to the back. Twine your fingers. Stretch your arms off the ground. Pull the shoulders back and down. Loosen your jaw. Stretch the hands off of the ground. Try and squeeze the elbows together. Lift the face. I guess the face goes on your head, so lift your hands. Hands are off the ground so that you're organized through your central core to keep you erect and from tipping over. Kali breath. Breathe in, tongue out, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, head up. Release the arms easy. Let the hands relax. Move the fingers. Come out in front of you. Drop down and easy. Just pulse down to the ground. You can stretch your arms a little further, a little closer together, legs further out from you. Yeah. Careful of that hip, Brenda. Now easy, let's march the hands back towards the ankles and just Michi march over to the right knee. The hands are on either side of the knee, the shoulders are down. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, pulse softly up and down. Open up your side, your lateral back. You should feel some of that connection with the lower pelvis, that lower back sacrum area. Good, just let your elbows get big, legs, so the elbows go up so that you actually stretch the elbows away from your waist, kind of exaggerates and focuses the stretch on your kidney area, on the lower back. And easy, lift up, Michi march around, take the hands on either side of the left leg. Inhale, lift up, and exhale again, pulsing down.
We keep both cheeks on the floor.
Yes, if you can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So you kind of anchor with that outer right thigh. That gives you some flexi in this area of the back that connects to the pelvis. It's kind of it's a that kidney area and that side back area becomes a little bit irritable, especially if we stay parallel most of the time or sedentary. Can you feel it in your back?
Yes.
Well, good.
Yes.
Good. And easy. Inhale, lift up, and let's walk back to the center. 3 pulses down. 1, 2, 3. Walk the hands back in and shift your legs. Maybe you better stretch your legs out for a minute. Stretch the legs out, rub your knees. Yes, Brenda? Just rub the knees, squish around down there in the calf area. Use the strength of your thumbs and your fingers. Wiggle the toes, get the circulation going. And then pull the knees back in and make sure if you can remember to cross that other leg on top. Oh, I think I have to shift. Arms go out easy, 3 breaths, arms overhead, exhale. Pull the arms up, slide down the heart line, shift to the right side. And again, anchor both sit bones. Make sure you're seated thoroughly through the pelvis. Spin the upper torso, fingers are long from you, and pulse down towards that right knee. Begin to give yourself the opportunity to surrender with the weight of your torso, stretching that lower back. You feel it? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Brenda?
Yes.
Okay, good. You two are the only micro people. Couple more. Inhale, lift up. Mitchie, march around to the center. 3 in the center. Elbows wide. Let that big, heavy head take you down towards the earth. Easy. Surrender down there. Yes? And come back up. And Mitchie, march over to the left leg. Don't change the legs. Spin the torso so that the center of your heart is hoping to be over that left thigh. Arms are out by the knees, long arms, and then surrender down to the thigh, letting the elbows get big, wide, creating space in your ribs. See if you can kind of take this next couple of them and go a little further. Let that weight take you down. Pause at the bottom of the breath. Good. And again. And one more. Stay down there. Anchor the outer leg so that you stay connected through the pelvis. Good. Go a little further, Andrew. And then easy, walk back up, back into the center. Arms are out in front of you. Exhale. You can stay down there. You can go like half time so that when you go down there, you take a moment to play with that resistance that happens, that automatic saving of the muscles. They tighten up thinking that you're going to go too far. Kind of hang there and let your hands take some of the weight. And soften the head down, soften. Elbows get big, Brenda. Wide in the breath, good. And then easy, walk the hands back in, roll on up, arms go out, up and overhead. And exhale, slide on down the heart line, pause at the breastplate. And just notice because you're familiar with the class at this time, because you're familiar with how it goes, the pausing becomes more potent. It becomes more of that yoking, that joining, that settling in. Slide the hands out and fold the knees in. Rub the knees. And stretch the legs out, bounce the knees. Let's move a little energy. Inside, arterial flow, outside, those T-bands, that power kick. Top of the thighs. I want to be in the lake. Wiggle the toes, bounce the knees. Do your nephews and all those other people swim with you, or are you solo?
When I go on my mile swim, it's by myself. But otherwise, when I stay closer, we go back and forth, and then I have other family members with me.
Oh, that's so nice. Give them their strength of being brave and bold and the dark unknown. Easy, arms come around behind you, roll the shoulders, push the heel so the toes are flipped towards your nose, hands are back behind you. And then point the toes, nice strong legs, really make the leg like one piece, strong, open the top of the feet, feel the bones stretching in your ankles and that contraction in your calves. Now push the heels, try and get the back of the heels off, lift the chest, walk the hands back, lift the hips up, point the toes and flex. Lift the hips high, Marnie. Get your wazoo up there, girl. Point the toes, faces to the sky, and then easy, lower back down. Hands go underneath the hips, pull the knees in, straddle your mat, hands go back, bend your knees more, Andrew, and side to side. Windshield wipe. Side to side, loosen it up, and then come back into the right side, sit up on it, open that left knee out so that you go knee, big toe, knee, so you have a nice straight line, and that folded foot comes in. You want to be a little more open, I think. I look at your name, Geoff. I've never called you that. It just says, say legs there. And easy, hands come back. Chest is up. Chest is really pulled away. Pull this upper torso away from your pubic bone so you have some room for Cheetos. And then easy, pulse that left hip. They're probably not good for the heart, but they're good for the soul or for the teeth. Pulse that left hip. Really stretching out the top of that thigh. Good, and then easy, let's take the right hand, just spin over, look over your left shoulder, reach that hand. You can pulse that hand too, just stretching and opening. You begin to feel how the thigh rotates and you have those connector tendons and ligaments, your psoas. You keep the chest lifted so there's lots of room for the breath. And then easy, bring the hand back. Stretch that leg out nice and long. And today we're just gonna simply lift on up because I wanna stand. We're gonna lift on up, just stretch and open. Again, feeling that freedom and that spaciousness through your lower gut, through the top of your inner thigh, through your chest, and then slide on down, finish it off so it's nice. and grab the leg. Ooh, pull it in. I won't make you go. The child game. Hands go back. Other side. Feet are wide, so you straddle the mat. It's interesting to be looking at my mom this whole time. It's her birthday in a couple days. Yeah.
Okay.
She would have been 95? 96. Merciful heaven. That's why I'm trying to save the paintings with the air conditioning, because they're like 75 years old and they're oil. And it's too freaking hot to keep. Go to the left side. Sit on up. Open that knee out. Try and relax. It's deep. You know, you begin to identify with the structure of your body, and you can feel this interesting, especially we have so much hip issues, lower back issues, digestion. Those are the things that happen. So by taking the chest away from the pubic bone, this core of your body gets a great opportunity to redesign and realign the organs and thrust that right thigh. Lift the chest away. Keep spacious in those unattached ribs. Good. And really feel that lengthening, right? Those connecting right into that lower gut, inside that hip. Those obliques, remember how those Greek statues look? Yum. That muscle right there. Give it some space to grow and be strong. And then easy, sit up on it, take the left arm and spin that right arm. Kind of torquing and wringing out the body. Remembering that the breath massages those major organs, this rib cage. The design is so fascinating. So we pay attention to the design of the body. So we get the maximum flexibility, the maximum mobility, the maximum use of our strength. And that participation in our healing. And then easy, inhale, bring that right arm out, hold that inner right thigh, and stretch that right leg far away. And easy, twist the body and then rise on up and curl that top shoulder over the top ear. Reach through the fingertips so you feel it right in your armpit. Thrust your pubic bone forward. Breathe in and out. And then easy down you come. Stretch that right arm. Caught. Sorry. And pull that leg in. Pull the knees together, stretch the legs out, bounce the knees, pull the bottom back. There it is. And easy. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow down. Forward bend, easy. Rock side to side. Bounce the back of the knees down a little bit. Hold the ankles, squiggle the toes, strong toes. Rock a little side to side. And again, you can let the hands go out by the side of your calves and inhale, lift the head up and just let the body surrender towards the thighs. Inhale back up and surrender towards the thighs. Inhale back up. Surrender. Inhale up. Surrender. Inhale up. Surrender. Inhale back up. Can you slide your hands out and get your elbows on the ground? No, says Marnie. Are your elbows down, Brenda? Yes. Andrew, how about it, legs?
I got about 2 inches more to go.
Oh, that's good. Let's do it a couple more times. Slide back in. Fold the body so you lift out, drop out over the thighs, stretch the arms. Talk to the back of the legs, yes or no?
Oh, good.
Talk to the back of the legs. There was a big argument online a while ago. Someone said, breathe into the back of your legs. And some of these impractical purists with little forgiveness go, you can't breathe anywhere but into the lungs. I said, no, I don't believe that. Oxygenate the body. Slide the hands back in once more. Lift the chest up, open up. Exhale, slide the hands down. Let the elbows rest on the ground. Fold over.
Oh, so close.
Okay, well, pardon me. I guess we'll have to do it twice more.
Oh, geez.
Slide the hands back on in. You might get there, you don't know. Exhale, lift up, out, slide those elbows forward, Marnie. Give it a go. Drop the head. Exhale, pull the stomach in. How is it, Andrew? Slide the hands back on in. Lift up. Last time, really go for it. Up, out, over, soften, fold, release. Believe that the back of your legs can surrender to the earth. Looking out at the calves, not down at the knees. Stretch it out. Oh, breathing. How are the elbows? Oh, I hear. I think goodness. Oh, it's always painful. Walk your hands back on in. It always is interesting. Hands come back. In the olden days when we were younger and there was an exuberance to teaching yoga because you knew you wouldn't break anyone, we'd go and sit on top of people or we'd hold on the backs for forward bends and you would just go through all sorts of stuff. Elbows, lift the hips. Good, nice, nice, nice. Go again, up, Andrew, good. Stretch, go, Marnie, come on. And easy, down you come. Good job. Shake out the hands. Bring the knees in and roll over into child's pose. Roll into child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide. Head bowed down, easy. Easy. The sensations, the awareness of the subtleties of the circulation of the oxygen, the subtleties of the circulation of the prana, the circulation of your mind. Surrender, soften, and relax. Give yourself a prayer. Pray for, oh, so many things to pray for. Pray that all will be well, that this moon cycle will offer you some time of ease and grace, some spontaneous happiness. And easy, let's go ahead and jump into all fours. I guess it should be this one. Oh. And fingers dig in and easy, shimmy and shake the shoulders. Drop the hands down, come up onto all fours. And easy, spin your hips around. And spin the hips around. Good, and then tuck the head and look through the thighs and drop the belly, articulate the tailbone, look up at the sky. Ah, Kali breath. Exhale around, look through your thighs. Flip it on up. Exhale. And exhale. And flip up. And come back into the center, curl the toes, sit back on your heels, and look at your elbow creases. Drop the shoulders down, strong fingertips, stretch those toes, sitting back, pressing. Are you crying? Legs?
No. Oh, that's my fan making a funny noise. I'll turn it off.
Oh no, I don't hear your fan. I was just worried why your toes weren't crying. And then easy, inhale up onto all fours, and now take a breath, curl into an easy bent knee down dog, shake out your head. Take a use of the entire mat, lift the heels, and then pedal the heels. Pulse in your chest towards your thighs, lengthening the armpits and the triceps down towards the mat. Pulse and bounce and breathe. Breathing is the big key, of course. And now both heels nice and high. And drop both heels, downward facing dog. Strong arms, strong legs, the whole enchilada. Breathe in, breathe out. And then easy, hinge into plank. Just hinge on into plank. So you find yourself like a piece of wood. Shoulder blades are together. Buns are down, Marnie. Bosoms over the thumbs. Squeeze. Lift your head a little more. Breathe in, breathe out. Smile. Exhale into down dog. Once more. Inhale into plank. And exhale into down dog. Bend your knees. Walk your hands and your feet towards each other and end up in discussion position. Good. Head up, Andrew. That's good. Buns down a little more. Strengthen the thighs. Let's see, where do I go? There. It's awkward with this. And then easy, hands on the thighs. End up standing up, leading with your back of your head and your chest. Arms are going to go out, up and overhead. Slide down the heart line and then stand in mountain pose. Stand in mountain pose. Stand easy in mountain pose. So confused. Stand in mountain pose, stack the bones, circulate root and ground through your feet. The little toe line is attended to, sunk in there easy. And then easy, the arms come up and overhead. Inhale, gaze up. Slide on down the heart line humbly, remembering how wonderful it is to be here. You're going to step forward with your left foot. Your arms can go out. You're going to step back with your right foot. Your left knee is going to be, I'm going to try and get this for you. Your left knee will be over your foot and your right foot will be up. So you're in warrior one, but you have your right knee up. Arms are going to go in a T. You're going to sweep the arms up and overhead. Stay rooted, stay grounded, organized. Slide the hands down your heart line. Grab your thigh. Slide down the thigh and the calf. And try and straighten that front leg. So you can hold on to your ankle. Don't have to hold on to the ground. That way you can straighten that leg there, legs.
Okay.
Drop the back heel. And then bend the front leg. Hands go up to the thighs. Lift your head. Let your back bring you back up. So you're facing straight forward with your eyes. Your arms are going to stretch up overhead. The back foot is down. You're going to arc back slightly to extend and reach and elongate. And then you're going to slide down your heart line. Hands find your thigh. Lean down on the thigh. Slide down the calf. And now straighten the leg. So the hands are somewhere on your calf, gripping your calf. That's good. Both hands there. Find your balance. Organize yourself. Add a little mula bandha. Surrender to the thigh. Yes, legs?
Yeah.
Are you surrendering to your thigh?
Oh boy, am I.
And once more, bend that knee so that it's right at your belly. The hands go on the thigh and use the back of your head and your back to lift yourself up. Let your gaze follow. Keep that front knee bent, arms back up and overhead. Lift up out of the waist, arc back. Oh, and then slide down the heart line last time. Grab the thigh, lean down on the thigh, slide the hands to the calf, and stretch that front leg. Hold on to it. You got your balance? You good?
Yeah.
Try and lay down on the thigh. That's good. Breathe. And then bend that knee, front knee, hands on the thigh. Use the back of your head and your back to inhale, lift up. Arms come on up, straight up, arc back. Slide the hands down the heart line. See if you can bend the knee and step forward with your right foot. Find yourself in mountain pose. Make sure you take a good, rewarding, full inhale, stress relieving exhale. Notice how you stack up. Notice how connected you are to one leg or the other. And then easy. Arms come up and overhead. Slide on down the heart line, bend the knees, open out to a T, step back on your left foot. And you can lower that foot. If you step it to the outside of your mat a little more, you may find your balance is a little better. Bend the front knee safely over the front foot. Take the arms, reach up, arc back, lift up and out of your waist, bend strong, be strong on your feet. And then exhale, slide the hands down the heart line, grab the the right thigh, slide on down the thigh, slide your hands down the calf, and then straighten that front leg. Remember, this is the first one, so let the hands really stretch onto the shin bone and the calf. Hold on somewhere so you can move your buns around a little bit. Feel the stretch. Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? Yes?
Sure.
The other kids are on mute for no grunting. So easy. Bend that front knee. Slide your hands immediately to your thigh. Let the back of your head and your back lift you up. Look up. Keep the front leg bent and arc back. Open those arms. Bend that front knee, Brenda, all the way down. Your right knee is bent, bent, bent. Right knee is bent 90 degrees. Lift up and out. And then slide the hands down the heart line, grab the thigh, lean on the thigh, slide the hands, grab the calf, and straighten the leg. I hold on to my calf because it's like a nice banister. It's got a nice, and then you can wiggle the hips around a little bit, loosen up that lower back, breathing. I mean, you may eventually get down to the ground. You may eventually get your ribs to your thigh. Keep your feet organized. And once more, bend the front knee, hands go on the thigh. Let the back of the head and your back raise you up. Let your eyes go with you. And then raise the arms overhead. Are you breathing? And last time, slide the hands down the heart line. Grab the calf, the thigh. Lean on the thigh. Then slide the hands, grab the calf, straighten that front leg, and wiggle around. Organize yourself. There is always a place of resistance, whether it's in your back, whether it's in the back of the hamstring, up in the upper thigh, the back of your knee. Yes, breathing.
Yeah.
And then try and roll that left hip forward and see how it changes the stretch. Don't press on your knee though, babe. There.
Oh.
Off. And easy. Are you moving your hips around? Increasing the magnificence of the stretch. And then bend the front thigh. Bend the front knee, grab the thigh. Lead with a happy face. Coming up. Inhale your arms up and overhead. And exhale, slide down the heart line. Arms go out the T. Step forward. Lower the arms down, roll, and stand in mountain pose. Notice how you familiarize yourself with your feet, with your rootedness of the feet, with the easiness. No compression through the gut, through the lower back, chest is wide open, palms are open, and that chin slides back so the ears are over your upper shoulders. And easy, arms out, up and overhead. Slide on down the heart line. Put your hands on your thighs. Step forward with your left foot all the way to the back of your mat with your right foot. Get yourself ready for a warrior two. That means the shoulders will then be over the pelvic bones. Arms are out in a T and roll that knee open. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale out. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale out. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale out. This time, stay up nice and straight. Both legs are straight. Arms go out in a T. Hips go back. And we're just going to tip over and find the shin. Maybe you can find the ground. This time, good job. Legs are straight. Andrew, you okay? I've gone off into the distance. Take that upper chest back. You can stretch that top arm over your ear. And then you can inhale and lift on up into the rib cage. Both arms come up. Exhale. And now, because you're pretty organized where you are, you can just change your feet. Turn the back foot in and turn the front foot out. So this time the right leg will be, you're going to bend the knee so you find yourself in warrior two. The distance between the hip, crest of your hip bones and your lower ribs is the same. The knee is likely to be happy in a 90 degrees. And you easy are going to inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really bend that front knee so you use the underneath thigh to straighten back up. Good. Make sure the knee is safe over the front foot. Once more. And then both arms and both legs are straight. Arms are over your head. And then the arms come to a T. The hip thrusts back and you tip with the right arm over towards your shin, maybe towards the ground, but keep the right leg straight. Different stretch, just triangle pose, stretching. Good. Legs are straight. There are legs. That front knee. You can slide back up to your calf if you want, or your ankle. Yeah. Step the legs wide as they are long. And now stretch the top arm over your ear. And breathing. Oh, how good does that feel? Press down on your feet, stay strong. Inhale through the left rib cage. Arms come up and overhead. Exhale to a T. Turn your toes pigeon-toed. Hi, Andrew. Turn your toes pigeon-toed towards each other. So you're going to try to rub your lower back. And inhale, lift your head up. Push your pelvis forward so your thighs are flat. Try and touch your elbows and lift your ribs away from your pubic bone. Beautiful. And then easy. Inhale, lift your head up and let's just softly dive on forward. You can stop halfway and grab your thighs, or you can roll all the way down, drop your head, shake your head, rub your lower back. Rub the back of your legs. Swing around a little bit. And then bring the hands out in front of you and bend one leg and bend the other leg, go side to side. You can open your legs a little further apart, Andrew, so you get a little lower. Good, Marnie. Drop your buns down. Keep your head looking out towards your dog. Somewhere he must be there. She must be there. Go a little lower. Get on that edge and stay there a second, legs. This side particularly. Yes, you feel it?
Yeah, sure do.
Okay. Don't rush through it. Hang there when you feel the resistance and kind of adjust and transfer some of that energy somewhere else. Other side. Inside knee often feels it. Come back into the center. Heel toe in. And drop down into your seated happy baby. Oh. Head up, Marn. Elbows inside the knees and push the knees open as you press the palms together. Slide the palms down towards your heart.
Ship has sailed for me.
You be careful your hip. You're good, Brenda. You do something every day. And then easy. Let's go ahead and catch yourself so you don't hurt yourself. Pull your knees into your chest and roll on down onto your backs. Tuck the knees into the chest. And roll the knees in a circle. Each knee moving that thigh bone in the hip socket. Noticing where it hinges with you, where it talks to you, which side is different than the other. You may feel a reflective energy in your lower back. So both directions. Then pop into happy baby. Hold the outside little toe line of your feet. Keep the back of your skull on the mat. Tuck the kneecaps into your armpits. Rock a little side to massage the spine and your low back, your sacrum. And then sit easy with it. Take the hands, open the hands on the inside calves and roll the feet around. Squeeze the toes, make sure the full range of motion. Breathe in and out. And then the hands go on the outside legs and you just press the legs together up to the sky. You can hold the thighs. Make sure that you make an L position. So you may push the legs a little bit away from you so the lower gut is open. And we're already on 2. We're going to go to 10 breaths. Toes towards the nose, ankle bones touching, inner knees touching. Bones of your legs stacked up, soles of the feet wide open, receiving that energy from the gods, shifting the vascular flow in your body, the energetic flow, settling those thighs right into the hip sockets, feeling that lower back secure. 3 more breaths. And then bend the knees into your chest. Good job. Rock a little bit side to side. Drop the feet onto the ground with your knees parallel to your hips, your feet safe, arms by your side. You're just going to simply inhale and lift the hips up to the sky and stretch the arms overhead. And then articulate the spine as you roll each vertebra down, feeling that length of your body. You must be over 7 feet, legs. And let your hands go with the arms, hands back down to the hips. So on the inhale, curl the tailbone, lift the hips, press on your feet, lengthen your thighs, pull your chest to your chin. Make space, create freedom in your internal body, and rotate each vertebra down towards the ground. Ah, and then let the hands float back over towards your heels. Once more, inhale, the hips up and overhead. Let me watch you. And rescue back down. Good. And then tuck the knees into the chest. Bounce a little bit. And cross your right knee over your left and go ahead and roll off to your left. And let your arms do what they need to do to help keep the knees down, to clap both the hands together, and then slide the hands across the forehead and look away so you create that spiral. Oh, good. Knees are tucked up above the waist. And easy roll back onto your backs. Tuck the knees in, bounce the hips down. Hug the knees in, cross the left leg over the right. Inhale and exhale off to the right. So you really feel that mobility in your lower body and that ability to adjust to the upper torso. Good job. And then easy, go ahead and roll back down onto your backs, unhook the legs, bounce the hips. And then hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, exhale, try and kiss your knees. Bring your head up to your knees, squeeze, 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 and slide everything out nice and long. And then inhale, lift your head and arms and legs up 6 inches. Squeeze everything, squeeze a little more. Hold the breath and squeeze and release. Let your arms go by your side. Let yourself just softly relax. Hands go on the belly or by your side with the palms up. Take a nice deep breath, and on the exhale, you're going to sigh. Ah. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Ah. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Ah. And the hands are by your side or on your belly. The palms are up, curling that forefinger in towards the thumb. Or you can find the right hand on your heart and the left hand on your lower gut. Just create a connected energy flow in the body. Let your eyes sink into the sockets. Let your face get smooth. Your lips are plump. And just be intrigued by that temple, by the energizing and relaxation possibilities in the body. Let your skin soften. Large muscles drop from the bones. And you feel yourself absorbent and fluid. Feel that ether body. The skin is breathable and permeable. The ether body is easy, golden. That frequency of your body soften. Feel yourself as a witness to the upwelling, what the body releases, the mind releases. Allow yourself not only to be tender-hearted, but to be strong and adventurous. We practice that art of witnessing, of listening to others and listening to ourselves. Letting the body speak, letting the soul release and speak. So easy. Let yourself notice how sweetly you rest, how at ease you are, how connected to the earth, how connected you are to yourself. Let this midsummer July new moon, let the heat and the coolness remind ourselves of the yin and the yang, of the in-breath and the out-breath, of the giving and receiving. So softly pull yourself back into your body through the breath. Let the breath get strong and breathe into your navel point, reconnecting with your vessel. Bring the breath a little larger into the fingers and the toes. Let the breath get large. Let the fingers, the thumbs slide across the fingertips. We connect with the nervous system. And then easy, let the breath get a little larger and just fold your hands onto your heart. Gather in all that sweetness, all that love, that light, that joy, that abundance, the grace. And let your fingers lace and roll the arms up and overhead, stretching the palms away from your crown. Squeezing the straight legs together and point the toes and push the heels and flutter the eyelashes and move the lips and just go, wow. And exhale, tuck the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. And roll off to your left side. We're gonna roll left still. Roll off to your left side and press yourself up to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Notice your earth-boundedness, your seatedness, and your rootedness. Let the arms stretch out up and overhead. Gaze up. Make your cup or your chalice, that full lotus mudra, slide humbly down the heart line, receiving like you did through the soles of your feet. Inhale and exhale. Bow your brow towards your heart. Fold the fingers in gently and cup the palms around that essence of you, around that sweet, precious flower. And in this ancient and sacred greeting, we bow and we honor and we welcome that dancing incandescent spirit that lives within ourselves and others. We know the sameness of our breath and the sameness of our blood. We thank ourselves for being present and a part of, and thank you so much for joining in and being part of this noon adventure, this urban yoga. Thank you so much. Namaste. I love you. Namaste. Thank you. It's good to see you. Thank each other for being part of